Hey, welcome back. New year, same creek, same nerd. Nerding out on the creek, 2021. Here we go. First one, and we're talking handstand walking. All right, so CrossFit.com came out with the gear list that we can expect for the Open. And oddly enough, there's no mention of a wall to do handstands on. There's no tape measure to measure distance. So there's some debate there in the CrossFitosphere that is there going to be handstand walking. Regardless of whether it's in the Open or not, this is a very good skill for us to practice because getting upside down on your hands requires extreme shoulder tension and stability. And the more I can maintain that shoulder tension and stability, the better I am at pressing, the better I am at pushing myself up off the ground, pushing myself up off of an object, being a functional human being. So though it may look like a circus trick, handstand walking is beneficial for all of us. Not to mention getting upside down, good for your vestibular system, messes up with that internal and middle ear or inner and middle ear. It's good stuff, man. I almost said a swear word. I'm going to try and be PG for as long as possible this year. We'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to jump to a scale or to a modification that we're using today and then show how that translates to the actual movement. You may have noticed on Sugar Rod, if you were looking last night or earlier this morning, it said around the world box walks. That's a valuable scale. It's totally legit, but sometimes can be a little dangerous. Your feet shift, feet fall off the box, you smash your shins. I've seen people eat the box with their mouth. It's not a pretty sight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna modify that a little bit more, not even really a little bit more, but we're gonna change it a little bit to a plate walk around the world. So all that means is I am upside down. You can start on your knees, then shift to your toes, but I start where I'm in the middle of these plates. This is my starting position, and I can go left or right, but I walk onto the plate, off of the plate, back onto the plate, back to the middle. Now I'm going around the world, meaning I'm going to the other side, and I'm back to the middle. That's one rep. What that facilitates is you'll notice, hopefully if I'm doing this correctly, is as I walk, I'm shifting the weight between my shoulders. And you'll notice when I shift the weight, look, I get that separation that I can get up onto the plate. I shift, I get up onto the plate. I then come down, back up, back up, back down, back up, back down, back up, back down. And it's this movement that I'm doing, not this movement. Because the second I break my arm, the arm bends, the power ends. And why that's important is if I shift this to a slightly more difficult version, where I'm up on my toes in a nice pike, I've now created a lot more, oop, there goes the hat. I've now created a lot more tension or requirement for that stability, and I can get the feeling of what it feels like to actually walk on my hands. Because the next move would be to go to the wall, where if I flip this out of the way, now I'm up facing the wall, and I go side to side, and I definitely cannot bend my arm. I have to stay engaged side to side, because then the next move would be to actually walk on our hands. Here we go. One take. Can you do it? Kick up and blew it. Kick up. Keeping that pressure. Third time's a charm. Get up and I keep that connection. And I'm out of the frame. That's our handstand walk. As you can tell, still working on it. That's why it's called practice. have fun. Think shoulder stability, mechanics. Then we consistently work on those mechanics by fatiguing it with the 100-meter runs every time you come out. 15 minutes is a long time. Have fun. We'll see you on the creek.